Hello, here we are on this beautiful day, a little blustery. Alright, so I'll start here. There's all of our strawberries. This whole bed is strawberries. I'll get it nice and close. Some sweet babes. And some colorful ones coming in. See some specks of red in there. And then here we have, let's see, lemon balm. This is our cumin, dill, and then all of our Jerusalem artichokes, big sunflowers, are going to come up pretty much to the top of that window. And then here we have our kind of experimental bed. It's all the stuff that kind of has come up from last year. We have some carrots, some tomatillos, I don't know, random stuff. That's all chicory along the back. Those big shoots are corn, and then cucumbers, we think. We'll see. There's all onions. Bunch of onions. Lined by parsley and cilantro. Some of our little guys coming up. All of our wildflowers are really starting to boom, which is exciting. They've all turned away to the sun. I'll do a little walk through. Here's this beauty. Little guy getting a snack. Come over to this beauty. I love that one. Some beautiful purple. We have more of that up there. We'll get to. All right. Small baby blackberry. And then here are some bigger blackberries we have on the top of the hill. So now we're looking down. Blackberries, old stump, more blackberries, and these are really coming in. Oops. Which is exciting. Another one, another one, another one. Here's the sweet pea I love that's climbing up everything. It's so beautiful. There's just buds like this everywhere about to pop. It's so exciting. Look at all those. Gonna be Daisy City up in here soon. It already kind of is. Okay. And over here we have a nice eastern red columbine is blooming and hanging beautifully. There we go. Here's another one coming up that's right next to it. We also have over here the small beard's tongues coming up slowly but surely. It's going to be like this. Oops. It's our Loomis Mountain Mint. It smells phenomenal. It's almost like minty and echinacea all in one. Maybe a little tea tree too. It's so good. All right. I have this bed. So we have, these are all mustard greens. There's lots of weeds in this one. Cabbage. Our big kale plant that did amazingly, so we're going to bring it to seed and gather them. Here's, oops, small basil. Another small basil. And then that little thing right there, I'm trying to get in focus. Right here is some Thai basil. And then we have borage plants that are doing really well. Something's been munching on some of them, but they taste really good. And they keep the hornworms away. So I put them near all of our tomatoes that are already in their cages looking happy. And these borage are crazy because they just move throughout the day. And you'll come out here like 10 minutes later and they're in an entirely different shape, space. It's just wild. They are really delicious. More strawberries. This bed's a little out of control. As you can see, it's really spread out. But we've staggered them in planting. So this side's going to come first. And then the middle starts to go. And then the end. And if you come from this side, you can see all the little red popping up through there, almost ready. And at every angle, you kind of see more and more. They're just delicious. They're just so cute. Oops. We have over here all of these. Woohoo! These are all peas or beans. I keep calling them peas. Just a whole bunch of bush beans. We've got these insane little plants coming up. These were from our wildflowers last year. These are the only ones that kind of survived, but they're big and beautiful. They're awesome. And their flowers are just really sweet. And then we have these little blue ones too. Also so sweet. Giant ass weed. It's getting a little meadowy up here. It's just really starting to overgrow, which I don't hate. That's fine. All of our asparagus went to tree again this year for next year. So this bed we just kind of ignore until it's done and all these fall. But these huge things are all of our big asparagus that we're just letting get settled for the next few years with weeds intermingled. There's a happy piper sitting by the compost, eating bat grass and bugs like she always does. Here's another one of our beard's tongues that's doing even better. It gets a little bit more sun over here. As you can see, it's really big. And then some sexy ass lupine coming up. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, we also have a Sweet Joe Pie over here that's finally starting to bloom up. I'm very excited. And some more Eastern Columbine. This is looking really nice. Hopefully we're going to get some flower shoots coming up soon. To my nice little, my fairy tunnel I made. Walk through my fairy tunnel. Over to the compost. Get out of there. Get out of there. There's some big old chives that Sarah gave me that are just about to bloom, and they're looking so rad right now. And then this is all going to be this whole like weird space here. This is all edible, like small edible flowers and herbs and wildflowers are all just slowly starting to sprout up here. So next year we're really going to see a nice boom, kind of like we have over here, which will be really nice. I'll come around this way. My really suffering basil is not happy. Alright, and then we have just a bunch of bulbs up here. They're getting a little overgrown. We have some dahlias, and what else did I put up here this year? Peonies are up here. Old daffodils. This is all going to be butterfly bush, which I'm really excited about. It's going to really bloom. These are these cool spindly flowers that I can never remember what they're called, but they grow up around the entire house this time of year. And we kind of prune them back. This guy's got to get put up. But it's always house to a bunch of little anoles and frogs, so It's a happy little spot for sure. There's always a little friend in there somewhere. And some more. Our happy little rose bush doing so well. We come over to experiment zone. It's my lavenders booming in this big old bin, barrel, whatever it's called. And then we cut down a tree that had fallen, or we cut up a tree that had fallen. So that's what we lined this with the other day after I weeded a bunch. You'll see all the piles of weeds that were in there, and like 5 or 6 piles. All daylilies, a nice fern I found under there that I pulled out, some more baby days. In here I ended up just planting some nigella and other just like little simple flowers to see it just as an experiment, see if they come up. Ooh, look, we have buds. Oh, come on thing. That's exciting. And then we have some more of our flowers along with the lights that keep falling. And then our newest additions, that this was all weeds. And I got this, a really nice St. John's wort that I'm really excited about. These were both on sale because they were beat up a little bit, so I figured I'd take care of them. And then a nice hydrangea bush that I'm excited about that was white. So now I can see it's going to be blue, which is really exciting. I love these. I don't really know why. I just think they're cute. And then this popped up the other day over here in the weeds is just this badass vine passion flower thing. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm pretty excited. And then we were going to fill all of this, but since I got laid off, I don't really have funds to fill this with expensive dirt, so we're gonna let it sit for a year and see how that works, see how it does on its own, and then next year I can do a badass thing. There's put zinnias seeds in here just as a fun experiment. It was our old fire pit, but that wasn't working anymore, so here we are. It's so lush and green back here. It's my favorite. Ooh, we can go up to the porch too. And then up here, I have some bigger potted things. Our ponytail palm, we've had this since we moved to North Carolina. We bought this and it's huge now. I love this thing. Our lemon tree's looking good. It survived the winter well. Ooh, there's a truck pulling in the yard.